Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ASTV Productions' coverage of this afternoon game, this final game of the weekend here at Blackjack Stewart Arena between the Mound Hockey Academy U17 Male Prep Buffaloes taking on the Indigenous Sports Academy Eagles. I'm going to be your play-by-play commentator for today's matchup, Graham Forsyth. Great to be back here at Pilot Mound after a very long time of not being here. We went through snowstorms. I wasn't able to make it out yesterday, but I'm going to be here today calling the game along with my color commentator for today's action in Seth Rock. And this is our pregame show. Seth will be joining me in just a bit here on the pregame show, but our pregame show here brought to you by Fabricland. Looking at it yesterday, it was a very back and forth game that went down to the very end. The Buffaloes ended up taking last night's matchup over the Eagles 4-3 in a shootout. A great, beautiful goal scored by Emerson Sheward in the shootout to seal the deal for the Buffaloes. But in this game, the Buffaloes were down 2-0 early to start off. They ended up tying it up later on in that second period, and it went into the third period, tied at 2-2. The Eagles ended up taking the lead in the second half of that third and final period, and then the Buffaloes tying it up with a goal scored by Carlos De Leon. In today's game, expect it to be a very close game once again. Besides the first matchup between these two teams earlier on in the year where the Buffaloes took it 5-1, it's been either a 1 or 2 goal game between these two teams. For the Eagles, they ended up getting 2 wins over the Buffaloes early on in the year, a 3-1 win and a 3-2 win as well. That 3-2 win coming first before that 3-1 win. But the Buffaloes with 2 wins over the Eagles so far this year, with a 5-1 win in a Friday matchup way back in October, and of course a 4-3 shootout win yesterday over the Eagles. Now, looking at these lineups, we'll get into the starting lineups later on in this show, but in this pregame show. But looking at it for the Buffaloes, they're going to have 4 guys scratched for today's lineup. In today's matchup, it's going to be Izzy Amy being scratched again, as well as number 10 Jack Smith. Keegan Leach is also scratched again today, and Kian Hodgins, number 73 goaltender for the Buffaloes, will be scratched as well. And then looking over for the Indigenous Sports Academy Eagles, we're going to see Jaden Saskamoose scratched. He's a defenseman, and that's the only player that is going to be, not the only player, but Dalen Watson, number 2, will also be scratched as well. And yeah, it's going to be exciting to see these two teams go at it today. I'm looking to my left here. You guys obviously can't see it as the scoreboard is only being showed right now, but the Buffaloes, I see Maddox Daryanka along with Miles Gordon and another player there, just looking at the ice, envisioning the good stuff that they will be doing in today's game. And Miles Gordon will be getting the start in today's game once again. He got the start in yesterday's matchup, his parents being here for the first time this year to watch him in person, and he did put on a show, of course giving up 3 goals, but looking pretty solid out there. Miles will be getting the start again today. And yeah, should be exciting to see him play once again. And last constant in yesterday's game, just talking about a play that really stood out for the Buffaloes, did very well. Seth, he told me in the car on the ride here to the game today that he thought Constant played one of his best games of the year, given a really good effort that Seth has seen so far. But, a player that I think really stood out from the Eagles in yesterday's game was a player like number 17, Caden Healy. Looking at it here, that guy had really nice hands, some really nice angles, was putting on a show at points in that game and got some really opportunities on net. Connor Watson, of course, I believe he did score 2 goals in yesterday's game, a lanky forward who's very down low, very strong with the puck, and so many players to watch from this Indigenous Sports Academy Eagles team to be excited about in today's game. But, Seth isn't here with me right now. We're still figuring some things out as we are trying to test out some new stuff in today's broadcast. But looking at it, just the pros and cons yesterday from the Buffaloes, starting off with just their forecheck. That first period, it was kind of absent in that game, and I thought that really just came from the cons of the support on the forecheck in that first period, whether it was the second man in supporting or the high man. Those players weren't going to the right places to support. They cleaned a lot of that up as the game went along, and it also stemmed from them moving their feet as well. When they got their feet moving, it made it tough at times for the Eagles to break out of their zone, but overall the Eagles had a pretty good job of breaking out of the Pilot Mound zone yesterday, flipping the puck out and just chasing it down with speed. The speed was on full display from the Eagles in yesterday's game, and also their forecheck looked really good as well, forcing turnovers. Good support led to that second goal, forcing Pilot Mound to turn it over. Of course, the Eagles really good at passing that puck around as well yesterday, and they were really aggressive in the neutral zone throughout that game. Just looking at it, the Buffaloes, as this game went along, like I said, their forecheck got a lot better. It's when they got their feet moving a lot more, they generated some more speed entering the zone, driving the puck to the net, shots from the point, just really moving that puck around nicely, and also supporting in the D zone. Really, Pilot Mound was having a really good did a really good job breaking out of the zone yesterday because of the things they were doing, like taking what was given to them, finding those players in open space, those players getting to the open spaces, made for a very good night for the Buffaloes to break out of the zone. And Seth, you're with me now here. Great to have you by my side, buddy, for this pregame show. Just looking at it, I've talked about the Buffaloes already. Their forecheck progressed as that game went along. Their breakout looked really well as well. The speed they were generating, driving that puck into the zone, as well as just their support in the D zone, like I already mentioned. Just some of the things that was really good for the Buffaloes, driving that puck to the net as well and getting shots on net like that. Are those some of the things that you really liked from the Buffaloes game yesterday?
Yeah, definitely. And you had alluded to the breakout, and I thought that was one of their stronger suits. Definitely, even when they had that slow start in the first period, it looked like their breakout was on point. They were just struggling to get offensive zone time with the puck. So that was their only thing that they really struggled with. But they, throughout the game, they actually really started to fix that and were able to get some more shots. But, they definitely were working on some things, and it definitely showed because they were able to get the win in the shootout.
Yeah, and in that second period especially, like you saw it in the first period, they were breaking in. There'd only be one guy carrying the puck in. There'd maybe another guy there for support, but not that third guy. We really saw them clean that up and break in as a unit more as that game progressed. But looking at it on the Eagles side of things, I mentioned that their forecheck was really good. Their speed was really good as well. Really aggressive in the neutral zone as well I didn't mention this before, but just getting active sticks in the lanes, being aggressive and jumping up into the play. Just talk about, some of the things that you liked from the Eagles in that game yesterday.
Yeah, one of the things I thought that was really strong was their penalty kill. Obviously that first penalty kill, they were scored on that penalty kill, but after that, there was no daylight from them throughout the last few penalty kills of the game. It was almost like they had more zone time in the offensive zone than the Buffaloes did. They were really aggressive and really utilized their speed in order and were forcing a lot of turnovers on the power play too, and they were able to get pucks out and even get a few opportunities in the other zones. So I think their penalty kill was definitely their strong suit, one of their main strong suits in the game, and their physical play as well.
Yeah, and I was just going to ask you about the penalty kill. Just a really aggressive penalty kill. Really didn't allow the Buffaloes on, especially after that first power play that they had, to get out of the zone with much success because of just how aggressive the Eagles were. Just talk about, the things, breaking it down more, the things you really liked from this Eagles PK a bit more.
Yeah, I think the main thing was their speed and their aggressiveness. I kind of had alluded to it before, but I didn't really go as in depth. And one of the things was their wingers or their two forwards that were on the penalty kill would often really force the defenders to make plays when they were moving the puck in the offensive zone, really not giving them any daylight, not being able to find those passes in tight. And, the whole thing about the power play is moving the puck around and trying to find that open shooter. And they were making it very hard for the Buffaloes to find that open shooter, and I think that was one of the strongest things about it, their speed and their aggressive play on the penalty kill.
Well, Seth, I had a chance to talk to head coach of the Eagles, Greg Slobodian, before this game to talk about yesterday's game that they had, things that he wants to see his team do better, that penalty kill, and some players to watch out for as well today. More so a collective unit.
Yeah, definitely. This team has a lot of.
Did you bring in an interview? Because I didn't hear you. Yeah. You looked at him.
Coach, a loss for you guys yesterday in the shootout, 4-3. But you guys held the lead for a majority of that game. Of course, the Buffaloes coming back. But what's going to be the key today to getting the W against the Buffaloes?
I felt our first period was probably one of our strongest periods of the year. We came out really hard, held the advantage, I think, in pretty much all the areas. The boys went in the room, and I think they were a little too happy with themselves. And I sort of sensed what was coming. Of course, a team that's as well coached as the Buffaloes are going to push back, and we weren't quite ready for it. So, it's cliche, but the full 60 minutes, and with these younger players, it's hard to get that through, just how important that is, especially when you're playing against good teams. So, yeah, full 60 minutes, and I think it'll be another good battle.
The forecheck for you guys was really strong yesterday. Played with a lot of speed, but the defensive zone definitely something you guys want to clean up on just in front of the net, stuff like that. Talk about, what the focus is going to be in your own end against the Buffaloes.
It's, we run a certain system that we put a lot of responsibility on our centermen. And, there's professional centermen that sometimes struggle in their own end. And it's a steep learning curve, especially for some of these guys that have never, had to play that system. So it's coming, but there's going to be mistakes, and when there's mistakes with what we run, there definitely is openings for offense from the other team, and so it's just a matter of limiting mistakes and making sure we don't overcheck. So if we can just look after those little things, it's definitely getting better. If you look at the shots on net, I think we are much better. On average 12 to 15 a period, which is way too high, and a lot of those were coming from bad spots in the ice, and I felt yesterday we were better, and with us it's all about just getting better, and I thought yesterday besides that one brief in the second period where it was lax, but again they thought it was going to be easy, right? So teaching them that it's never easy is the hardest part.
Yeah, teams without the extra man out there, of course, Buffalo's being on the power play, you guys fared pretty well out there. Just talk about how pleased you've been with this team's penalty kill all season long.
It's been one of our strong suits. We're a high-pressure team, especially in the O zone. Once the other team's trying to break out, so we really limit the time that they get in our zone. But yesterday, what happened was we had a player a little overzealous on the forecheck and fell. And as soon as he fell, that put us, and that's where that tying goal came from. So, again, just keeping them fresh and not getting tired out there, and making sure that, you do your job for 20, 25 seconds and get off. That's where our success has been coming from.
The record between you guys now is 2-2, of course, on the season. They won the first game of the year. You guys won the next two games early on in the year, and, of course, they win this one. But, you talked about what you feel this team needs to do today to get the win over the Buffaloes. Who do you expect from your team to step up? Is it one or two players in particular, or is it going to be a whole group effort here today?
We definitely have a couple of special players on the offensive side of the puck that, sometimes will lead us putting the numbers up, but the way we play, we need all players going, and right now we've only got 4D. We got two boys home, not feeling well, so the biggest thing is going to be how those 4D hold up. It's a lot of minutes for them, and obviously as soon as you have a situation where the next game sort of puts you on top, there's a little more to it, but we really with this group, we don't focus on the W so much as just the process. And I know, again, cliche, but I really find it's the only way you're going to have that consistent success is by not. I guess I can focus on it, but I got to make sure they don't focus on it. So it'd be nice to leave town with the W, but we just want to be getting better, and the two teams match up really well.
We're good, Glenn.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You guys are live.
And of course, head coach of the Indigenous Sports Academy Eagles, Greg Slobodian, joining me here on the pregame show. I did an interview with him, of course, Seth, as the viewers just saw. But Seth, talking about it, the defensive zone from this Eagles team, that was probably the biggest thing that they struggled with yesterday, whether it was not being as tight, in the red zone, the house of things, really letting the Buffaloes get to the net with a lot of ease at points, also leaving open space as well. Where do you think that starts from them today for them to clean stuff like that up?
Yeah, I think it's going to start with their, breakout a little bit because, whenever you're trying to get out of the zone, it always starts with a breakout. And, there's a little bit of sloppy things in their own zone. So I think they, just making sure, have the patience, have the awareness to know your surroundings and really being able to send pucks to the right areas, whether it's chipping it off the boards or sending an outlet pass or whatever it is. I think they just got to clean it up a little bit. So, patience and just being a little bit more calm with the puck. Obviously Pilot Mound has a pretty aggressive forecheck. But, just making sure you're aware of what's around you and what kind of space you have.
Well, Seth, we'll obviously talk about the keys to the game for the Eagles as this pregame show goes along, but we're going to throw it over to the home team. The home side is left in the final minute of the game to send it to OT. How pleased were you with just how resilient the group was yesterday?
Well, I was happy to the way we finished. We needed a win. We've kind of been up and down here lately, so to get behind early, battle back, unfortunately give the lead there in the third, and then it was nice to score that late goal, give the kids some life and confidence, and then a nice shootout winner there by Shuey. That was a nice goal, nice to watch. So yeah, it was a nice victory.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Saw that. I wasn't at the game yesterday, but saw that on your guys' social media page. Definitely a nice backhander scored by him. But, this group yesterday came out a bit flat in the game, but as the game went along, you guys really started to do the things you do well, like forecheck really well to, force some turnovers. Just talk about the progression, how nice it was to see the boys play their best game as the game went along and along.
Yeah, typically we've been slow out of the gates for whatever reason, but we came on after the first period. We had another chat and kind of got the guys going, and we started to come. We got some injuries, key injuries in our lineup, and it's kind of, we've got lines all mixed up here, so it's some other guys are getting some opportunities too, so it's been good that way. But I thought it was a little bit of a sloppy game, but I kind of expected it with all these guys out and the way our lines are all mixed up. So again, getting that win was it's good for us. It's always nice to win at home, and any win we can get right now is a good positive for our club.
One thing that struggled yesterday for you guys was that power play just entering the zone. What's going to be the focus today to try to get that power play rolling a bit more out there?
Patience, and we got to think. We're not making good reads out there, and we're trying to force things that aren't there. It's just a matter of going back, regrouping, setting up, and enter the offensive zone with speed and patience, and go to the openings. We're just forcing everything right now.
Obviously, ISA has gotten 2 wins against you guys earlier on in the year. You guys got 2 wins against them now. What's going to be the key today to see another Buffaloes win against them here in the final game against them this weekend?
Well, good forecheck. I'd like to have a good start, get on them early. I think we need to start burying some of our chances too. In our last 7-8 games, we're missing a lot of good opportunities. We're missing the nets. We're passing off when we should be shooting. So again, I'm going to focus on the guys getting our shots up, more shots, being aggressive on the puck, and just playing a good 60-minute hockey game.
Well, thanks, Coach. Best of luck to the team out there today.
Thank you.
Coach of the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy U17 Buffaloes, Rick McConnell, joining the pregame show here on ASTV Productions. And Seth, as the game went along yesterday, we chatted about it in the car. The Buffaloes really started to step it up, and Rick alluded to it. That started with their forecheck, and I alluded to it earlier. Just getting better support from that second man, that high man as well, that third man. Just being in those right places to step up and intercept pucks. Just talk about how huge this forecheck from the Buffaloes is going to be once again today.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be massive, and they were missing a few players again, just like yesterday, and, one of those players that often leads in the forechecking and physicality zone is Izzy Amy, and, in the beginning of the game, I could tell that they were definitely missing him and some other players back there, like Keegan Leach as well, but throughout the game, they started to adjust better and really, come into their own and do it as a team unit more. Their players bought all into, these other players for them are gone, so they have to be able to find a way to, really play without them, and they really did a good job as the game went on. So I think, if they try to emulate what they did yesterday, I think they got a good opportunity at getting the victory here.
Of course, a lot of inactives. Keegan Leach being one of those guys, Izzy Amy as well. Who do you see to step up both on the back end of things and on the forward side of things to get more physicality to fill in to that role of a guy like Keegan Leach?
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of good defenders on this team, whether it's Maddox Daryanka, Real Chartrand, or even guys like Corey Nilsson as well. You got that whole mentality. I think it's just got to be everyone to step up. All your defenders got to step up in case. You got a guy like Keegan Leach who throws the body and is a very good skater and very good puck handler as well. So it's got to be more of a team effort. When these guys are missing, you want to see your whole team buy into that system and really be able to replace him with everybody on that back end.
And then real quick here before we go to commercial break, who you see stepping up for a guy like Izzy Amy in the physical side of things up front?
I'm going to go with another big guy like Laz Constant. His game, he didn't have as many. He's more of an offensive-minded player, but, in that game yesterday, I saw him start to throw the body a little bit. He definitely was sharing some recipes with some players on the other team, so I'm definitely expecting him to take over there.
The recipes analogy used by Cody Wall. We'll go to a quick commercial break here, folks, here on the pregame show here, presented by Fabricland here between the Buffaloes and the Eagles on ASTV.
At CM Engrave, we create more than just trophies, medals, and signs. We create time for family, time for growing your business, time for the moments that make you, you. With more than 30 years experience for all your engraving needs. CM Engrave.
All right, guys, make sure you watch that coverage out there.
Speaking of coverage, you guys got supplemental insurance?
Who is this guy?
No one can cover me. You can be covered for any accident, anytime, anywhere, Canada and the USA. Learn more at supplementalinsurance.ca.
Hi.
Oh, brutal. Maybe I should get some of that coverage.
The ASTV Productions pregame show here today between the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes U17 squad taking on the away team, the Indigenous Sports Academy Eagles. Seth, real quick here before we start things, before we get into starting lineups, what the keys to the game are going to be for both sides. Starting off with the Buffaloes in this game.
Yeah, I think they're going to try and emulate how they played yesterday in the second and third period, just being really hard on the forecheck. We saw a little bit in the first period. They didn't really have their legs moving as fast as we know that they can be, but near the start of the second and really into the third period, they were really driving the play and really, forcing the Eagles players to make turnovers and other stuff like that. So, I think that's going to be their key to the game, start on the forecheck early.
Yeah, and I think that also just goes down to starting the game off quick, like you said, getting those feet moving, and really, even though their D-zone coverage was very good on those goals that were scored by the Eagles, especially on those last two, some little breakdowns there that led to those goals, allowing players to get free and get open and get those chances. What about on the side of the Eagles here? A great forecheck yesterday, good PK. What's going to be their key to the game today?
Yeah, I think yesterday they really showcased it a lot, and that was their speed. This is a team that is very fast. They have a lot of guys that can really drive the offense, and one of the guys that we saw there yesterday that was that was really leading the offense was Connor Watson. You know, he got 2 goals, and you know, a lot of that was because of his speed, really driving the play offensively. And I think, you know, if they can really, you know, showcase that speed, and it's going to be a whole team effort. If they can all showcase that speed that we know they have, I think they got a good opportunity here as well.
Yeah, speed, and like we've talked about so much already here, just the D-zone coverage being tighter in tight, being tighter in the house, not allowing players to get into those open scoring, high-dangered areas. We saw it yesterday, Palamon getting some really good looks from the slot. Guy really broke free on one play, and there was no one really there to cover, and of course in tight as well, clearing that puck away as well from in tight when there is a rebound. Starting lineups here on the pregame show, and then we'll get right into the game. Starting for the Buffaloes today, we're going to see Miles Gordon get the starting net once again, number 31, that's the number he wears. Laz Constant, Jade Wendigo, and Jordan Kusterman's getting the start up front, and then Bo Bannerman and Maddox Daryanka on the back end as well. And then for the Eagles, we're going to see Jace Harry and Jameson McKenzie on the back end, and we're going to see Connor Watson, Sage Roberts, and Amos Kijik getting the start up front, and then a different goalie today in Keegan Danzero getting the start in the pipes for the Eagles. That's going to do it for our ASTV Productions pregame show here between the Buffaloes and the Eagles. I'm going to be calling the game today as a play-by-play commentator, Graham Forsyth, of course, joined by color commentator and Seth Rock. And Seth, you know, we've spoken about the physicality. How do you see the Eagles coming out in today's game in that aspect of the game and the physical side of things?
Yeah, definitely. You know, this team yesterday, they did exactly that. They came out, they were hitting, and they were aggressive, and it wasn't, you know, for the most part, there wasn't any really dirty hits in that game. They were playing a very clean, hitting, aggressive style, and, you know, you love to see that. I mean, obviously, there was that one penalty, you know, later in the game where it was a hit to the head, but for the most part outside of that, you know, it was very clean by them, and I think the aggressiveness from this team can really shine if they get on Pilot Mound early.
And for the Buffaloes, of course, Miles Gordon's parents, of course, I assume they're in the crowd once again for today's game, as they are in Pilot Mound for these 2 games this weekend. You know, how do you expect Miles to come out and going to be, you know, inspired to get another win with his parents watching in person today?
Well, those parents must be pretty happy after his performance from yesterday, because he was really, really good in net, made a lot of terrific saves. And on top of that, he was excellent in the shootout, not allowing a single goal in the shootout. So he just proved, he showed his parents that he could perform last night, and let's see how he does it this afternoon.
Well, the ref is at center ice waiting to drop the puck. He's going to give the signal to the goaltenders, making sure that they're ready. Danzero and Gordon both giving the head ref a nod, and both centermen's in the face-off dot, and the ref, that puck slipping from his hand right off the start. Sorry, a mistake from him, Seth.
Yeah, not a clean start for the face-off, but here we go.
We're underway here in Pilot Mound, Manitoba at Blackjack Stewart Arena between the Buffaloes and the Eagles. Last Constant coming in early, in tight, getting a shot on net, but that's going to be turned away by Danzero. Last Constant, of course, having a strong game yesterday. Seth, you alluded to his effort. How huge is that going to be in the game today for the Buffaloes?
Oh, it's going to be massive. You know, this guy, he started to show a little bit of, you know, hate in his game. You know, he's a big guy, and he's able to really throw the body around. And yesterday, you know, we had alluded to it a few times. He definitely loves to share his recipes with other players.
And I heard that it was your analogy. I did not hear the whole game, so my apologies for giving Cody Wall credit to that, even though that's where I heard it from first in that game yesterday. But breaking in now is Price. His shot can be blocked by number 24, Cage Starr. Starr rubbing Price out. It's going to be picked up by the Eagles in their own end. Looking to break out Healy. Going to play that back to this defenseman in number 14, Kean Littlechild. Littlechild now getting back down below the goal line in the Eagle zone. Littlechild now going to play an outlet pass to his winger, number 20, Hunter Nepanek. And that's going to be sent down the ice. No icing on the call. Nilsson there to recover. Nilsson going to get bodied there by Healy. Now the Buffaloes looking to break out. Takahashi going to have that taken away. A swarm of Eagles players there to meet him. It's going to be played across in the Eagle zone. They're going to break it out. Cohen Barry now going up to Wapass. Wapass now with a shot. That's going to be turned away by Miles Gordon. And nice dangle there by Wapass. He's going to send a backhand pass up to the point. That's going to be tipped and out of play here for our first face-off in the game today since the first draw.
Yeah, even though it's only been like 2 minutes, but I think Pilot Mounds come out and definitely had a way stronger start to the game than yesterday. They were able to get a few shots, and good by Laz Constant to get that early shot just 10 seconds in.
Carlos DeLeon getting tied up there on the draw. Eagles getting possession of it now. It's going to be Bear stepping up into the zone. Now he tries playing a pass through, but that's going to be guarded nicely by the Buffaloes. Racklin Hay now coming in. He's going to delay. He's going to put a shot. That's going to be blockered away on net by Keegan Danzero. Now here comes the Eagles into the zone now. Connor Watson going to go down, taking a spill, and that's going to be Carlos DeLeon picking up the puck. He's going to go up to Sheward in the Buffalo zone, but Starr, nice defensive play there to put it deep back into the Buffalo zone. Emerson Sheward now, he's skating with it through the neutral zone, past the blue line now, and Kijik laying the boom on that. Not sure if you folks at home saw that one, but a physical play here early on from number 18, the captain, Kijik. Sage Roberts now picking up the puck in the neutral zone. He's going to send that in off the glass just before the blue line. Buffaloes looking to break out now. Bannerman up to Constant. Constant going to end up rimming that around the boards. The Buffaloes able to break out here. It's going to go to Constant. Constant now past his own blue line. He's going to send a pass to Kustermans. Kustermans gets to the puck first. He's going to put that to the point to Bannerman. Breakout pass not completed. Clinton Gopher Morin is number 8 in today's game. Or that might not be him, as there is no name bar on him. Might be a new player, Seth. And that is not going to get out of the zone there. Play continues here. It's going to be held in by Nilsson. Nilsson tries getting that through, but stopped up there by Jameson McKenzie. In the neutral zone now, Nilsson going to go across to Daryanka. Daryanka going up to Price. Price going to play that off the boards. Constant giving chase down low, and he wins the race to the puck. Constant now trying to get by, but he's going to be stopped up by number 8. McKenzie in there. He made a nice pass. It's going to go to Deegan Wapass now. Wapass now. He's going to shoot, but that's going to be a save made by Miles Gordon, getting the stoppage and play here with just under 5 minutes played here in this period. Shots are even at 2-2, and it's a 0-0 game here still in this early hockey game.
Yeah, both teams being able to get a few shots on net, but I do really like the way Buffaloes has started in there. Forecheck has really impressed me so far this game.
Bear trying to get that through, but that's going to be blocked up by the Buffaloes. Takahashi trying to go off the boards. That hits number 7, Crow Nippy, but the Buffaloes get it back and they're going to send it in. Now a new player for the Buffaloes, a recently new player, Dmitry Petrenko, in there, getting his first shift of the game. Petrenko, and on support. He's going to try to get by here, but he's getting held up by Cade Starr. No penalty on the play. Starr going to go to Wapass. Wapass in the neutral zone to Bear. Bear now trying to dangle through, but a nice play there by Shar trying to stand his ground. Sheward going to go across to Price, and his shot on net, but going to be gloved and saved, covered up by Keegan Danzer.
Yeah, I've almost noticed a little bit of a different start, polar opposite start from yesterday. Both teams seem to have switched roles in this early beginning of the game. Last night we saw the Eagles out playing stronger in the first period early on, but right now it's definitely been Pilot Mound that's been carrying the offense so far.
It's going to go up to Connor Watson. Watson going to get this puck back. Watson gets it towards the net. That's going to be shot on net, rebound there, but it's going to be cleared away by the Buffaloes. Now a pass is going to be sent up to Sheward, and Sheward with a nice tip by the defenseman. Sheward now trying to dangle, but unable to keep a handle on that one. And we remain scoreless. Connor Watson now dangling through Bear. Watson now going to send that out in front. No one there. It's going to be Healy to Star. Tip on net, but it's going to be Gordon there. Going to be strong on that one, standing his ground. And now that one's going to go off the side of the net into the corner. Bo Bannerman sends that up to Racklin Hay. It's going to be in the Eagles' possession. They're going to turn it over. Constant gets the puck, but unable to keep possession of it. Last Constant plays it off the boards, but it's held in by the Eagles. Now here's a chance, rebound on net, and the Buffaloes, nice play to be there for their goaltender and get a stick on that and not allow the Eagles to get a shot on net off that rebound chance. Jade Wendigo now circling in his own, and he's going to go up to Last Constant. Last Constant has Kustermans with him. Constant going to cut in now. He's going to leave that for Wendigo. Shot, and that's going to be saved by number 31, Keegan Danzero, getting the stoppage in play here.
What a play by Last Constant there, able to create some room and then drop the pass back for Wendigo, who had a really good opportunity there, but wasn't able to bury it past goaltender Danzero.
And number 8 is Drayden Bear for the Eagles. Just hearing it now. My apologies, folks. Now it's going to be Wendigo. And that's going to be sent down for an icing. Going to get a draw back into the Eagle zone.
Yeah, pretty neutral start, I'd say. Definitely Pilot Mound has picked it up from yesterday's start. But, Eagles getting some offense in here recently as well. So both teams definitely got a fight feel for this game.
Now Chartrand, his shot, going to miss the net. Now Connor Watson coming up. Watson going to stop up in the neutral zone, go across the Star. Star trying to go to a covered teammate there in Amos Kijek, but that is going to be picked off and sent into the Eagle zone. Looking to break out now. It's Price going to send that back to Bear in the Buffalo zone. Bear across to Chartrand. Chartrand back across to Bear. Bear going to send a breakout pass to Floyd, and Floyd, a slick reception of that puck there, Seth.
Yeah, definitely. You don't really see that much from Floyd, but, he does show the offensive prowess there.
Working on the soft hands, might be doing the Mighty Ducks method, working with the eggs there on the passing drills, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Gotta reference that Mighty Ducks movie here and there.
Oh, yeah. A true underdog story for sure, no doubt about it, Seth. And now it's going to be in the neutral zone. Alex Morin now with the puck. He's going to do a quick little stick handle. It's going to be blocked by Bear. Buffalo's looking to break it out now. Petrenko now. Hard on the forecheck there. Petrenko not too happy with Healy after that one, but he's going to get up and continue on. Healy now. Going to have that poked away by Bear. Going to be sent in deep by McKenzie. Now DeLeon gonna send that to Sheward, but unable to receive that pass. Sheward now trying to get it past Healy, but Healy gonna get possession of that and send it in deep, going off for a change. Don't think you guys can see that, but some fresh legs out there for the Eagles now. Now with the shot, that's going to go off the iron from Crow Nippy. And what a chance there from number 7 early on in the game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It all started with a not-so-good turnover behind the net from Bear there, but luckily for them, Miles Gordon was up to task.
Ian Littlechild going to turn that one over. Last Constant, now he's going to get towards the net. Gets a shot on net, but going to be a whistle on the play. And Last Constant always has a flair for the dramatic there. Seth always likes to chirp out there as well. Gotta love the energy this kid brings.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, he's always talking out there, you know, whether it's the refs or, you know, like we talked about, sharing recipes with the other team. But, yeah, you know, he's always in the game, and he's an absolute gamer.
Speaking of recipes here, Seth, turning away from the game for a minute, but, you know, obviously American Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving this past a long time ago, but what would you say your Thanksgiving go-to dish is if you had to share a recipe?
Just a turkey.
Just the turkey?
Oh, yeah, no, I could eat that all day.
Yeah, turkey's good. You got to have that gravy in there, though, but got to have that for sure. Now, Daryanka going to send a pass to Last Constant. Constant now going to chip that pass and get down low. It's going to be up to the point. Daryanka, his shot going to be blocked by number 18, Kijik. And now it's going to be Connor Watson with the puck. Watson dangling through the Pilot Mound players, but now it's going to be turned over. Buffalo's coming up now. It's going to be Kusterman's going to send a pass to Wendigo. Wendigo looks to shoot. A nice blocker save there by number 31, Keegan Danzero, to turn it away. And now a draw pass to Roberts. Roberts with a nice stick handle there. He's going to send it back. And now bringing it out is going to be Morin, and Morin is going to have that turned aside there by Miles Gordon. Harry now going across to Jamison McKenzie. Sage Roberts now going to send that to Healy. Healy back to the point. It's going to be sent to Morin. Morin with a play up to the point. Sauce a pass back to him, and that's going to be a save made by Gordon. Covering it up here with 8:13 left in the period. 0-0 still the score in this game.
Yeah, another good opportunity there for the Eagles, but I like the positioning of Last Constant on that play. You know, a few of his teammates were caught up in front of the net, but he was maintaining good position along the wall and also covering the defender that was up at the blue line as well.
Draw is going to be won initially by the Buffaloes, but it's going to be in the corner. Takahashi trying to play that up with one hand. It's going to be Daryanka getting it. Pass by Floyd is going to be picked off. And now Floyd is going to have that intercepted. Littlechild with a shot. That's going to be a good save there through some traffic by Miles Gordon. And now here comes Sam Takahashi. Takahashi now throwing it in. And on the attack on Crow Nippy. And now it's going to be a scrum. 2 players from each team in the corner there. But it's going to be brought out by the Eagles. And a nice move there in the neutral zone by Price to get by the defender, or by the opposition. Now Price continues on the forward check. Behind the net now, the Eagles looking to break this one out. Crow Nippy now with the puck. Going to be no offside on the play. Crow Nippy still with it. He's going to send that down low to Deegan Wapass. Puck to Sheward. Going to get that to DeLeon. DeLeon, a quick pass to Carlos, or to Riel Chartrand. Sheward now going to just send that one out off the boards. And Sheward going to have nice awareness to come up in the neutral zone and get that, picking that off, getting it into the Eagle zone. Connor Watson now going to go across to Jace Harry. Harry go over to Bear. Bear with some pressure there. Finally gets it back to Jace Harry. Constant on the pressure. It'll be Carlos DeLeon. And on the attack there, it's going to be Hay with the shot. Going to be a low pad save there by Keegan Danzero. Harry going to go up to Watson, but he's unable to cradle that puck in. Now Nilsson going to play it to Chartrand. Chartrand going to send that one out. It's going to hit a stick, and that one eliminating the ice in there.
Unfortunate, too, because that was a Buffaloes player's stick as well.
Don't think the Buffaloes have ever been so thankful for having someone lose their stick there ASAP.
Yeah, guys.
And it's going to be Sage Roberts unable to get possession of that. The Buffaloes going the other way now. Constant with a nutmeg through the skates of Littlechild. Nice play there by Star to poke that away from Constant, but Constant keeps battling down low. Wendigo stepping up in the play there, hitting his body. Was the puck, but it's going to be brought out now by the Eagles. Alex Morin now taking this one wide. Sends that out in front, but covered up nicely by Bear, and that pass going to end up on net. No icing on the play once again. Going to go up to number 7 and Crow Nippy. And now it's going to be sent off the glass. Bo Bannerman got taken away there, and now a nice play by Petrenko. Petrenko gets that into the zone, keeps battling with Healy, and he's going to continue on the forecheck. Some physicality now shown by Petrenko. Going to get that puck to Price, up to the point to Bear. That shot going to be off the skates of Drayden Bear. Jace Harry with the puck now. He's going to play that off the boards behind the net. Jameson McKenzie reaches out with a stick to poke it up there, but unable to get it up out of the zone. Just under 4 minutes remaining in this period. Shot advantage is to the Eagles right now, but not by much. 8-7 for the Eagles here in the shot category. They got the advantage here in the first. Score still 0-0. Going to be sent into the Buffalo zone behind the net. Chartrand there to recover it. And now it's going to be Amos Kijik trying to send it in deep in the skate, but it's going to be possessed by the Eagles. Buffalo's going to get it back now. We're 17, Carlos De Leon going to have that taken away from him, but an offside on the play. Stopping the play up here, getting the face-off outside of the Buffalo zone.
Yeah, I'd just like to highlight Dmitry Petrenko's shift there we just saw from him. It was a very good aggressive shift, and he showed no quit in trying to get that puck. He was rattled around by a few guys on the Eagles side, but he was still able to get the puck deep and be the first one to the puck after he got it deep.
And Petrenko, newcomer to this Buffalo's team, most recently playing his first game against the Wheat Kings U17 team early on in the season. If he keeps having shifts like that, maybe Rick McConnell starts playing him with more ice time.
Yeah, definitely. It's certainly getting into his own here.
Now that's going to be a scrum along the boards here. Going to be Connor Watson trying to get by Nilsson, but Nilsson getting physical there. And Watson looked like he maybe was going to have some words there for Nilsson. That puck getting sent out of play, of course, and going to have a face-off inside of the Buffalo zone.
Yeah, another player I think that's worthy of being talked about, even though he doesn't get the mention as much as Corey Nilsson. You know, a very good stay-at-home defender. He's very reliable in his own zone, and showed he has a little bit of a physical aspect to his game as well.
Yeah, and he's usually pretty decent at moving that puck out of the zone, making the right play, which is always nice to see from a defensive defenseman, usually very smart with the hockey IQ. Jameson McKenzie played that puck up. He's going to get it back. Jameson with it now. A little no-look pass there across, if you guys couldn't see that. Now it's going to be picked up by the Buffaloes. McKenzie going to play that off the boards, but it's going to be taken away by the Buffaloes. Deriankin now with a shot, and that's going to be a nice save made by Keegan Danzero. off of that Daryanka shot, getting stoppage in play here with 2:14 left in the period.
Yeah, this is the first game I believe we're calling with Keegan Danzer. Oh, actually, never mind. I think we have seen a few other games of them. I'm just remembering now that we covered those 3 games earlier in the year. My bad, but yeah, he definitely looks dialed in so far today.
You're right, Seth, and I won't fault you for it. First game we've seen between these two teams, second game of the weekend, first time they played against each other in a while. And here is Deegan Wapass now. Deegan Wapass shoots. That's going to be a block spear save by Gordon. Turning Wapass away. Wapass continuing with it. Sends it out in front. But no one there for the Eagles. And that's going to be sent out of the zone. Cade Starr getting that across to Kean Littlechild. Now a nice play there by Floyd. And now Takahashi with the shot, and that's going to be saved by Danzero. And not taking exception to that, or taking exception to that, were the Eagles. They didn't like how Takahashi continued to stay in close there after the play, Seth.
Personally, I don't really think he was there that long. I don't know why all the guys decided to go at him. Kind of surprised there was no penalty on the play, but
it looks like we are getting a penalty on the play here, Seth.
Okay, yeah, I thought there should have been a call there, and there it turns out there was, so that's good. But yeah, Takahashi getting roughed around a little bit.
And now the Buffaloes looking to have better success on the man advantage this time around today than they did yesterday. Of course, they did get a goal on the man advantage, but overall wasn't really able to get much going after that goal. Miles Gordon out to leave the puck for Daryanka. Daryanka behind the net. He's going to send that to DeLeon. DeLeon going across to Takahashi, but that's out of his reach, and the Eagles sending that down into the Buffalo zone. Daryanka back to recover that puck behind his own net with some patience. He's going to go to the left to DeLeon, but DeLeon's pass unable to get through, and a lot of the same on the penalty kill here from the Eagles early on in this game.
Oh man, yeah, they've been excellent so far in this PK.
Last Constant now trying to get by. He's able to out-muscle number 20 there in Hunter Nepanik. And now Constant dragging. That's going to be a shot. Might hit the post, might hit the side of the net, but a nice chance there from Constant. Kuserman sending that one down low. 20 seconds remaining in the period. Wendigo trying to go across to a teammate towards the net, but that is going to be out of play. 10 seconds remaining in this period now. Going to be sent in deep. Danzero coming out to play it. Healy whiffs on that. It's going to be a shot by Daryanka, but a nice glove save there by Danzero. Quick reflexes, and we're going to get a stoppage in play.
Yeah, that PK for the Eagles started out very well, but the Buffaloes being able to start, or have been able to start and generate a few more opportunities today than they were yesterday.
And that's going to do it for the first 20 here in Blackjack Stewart Arena in Pilot Mound, Manitoba. The Buffaloes and the Eagles scoreless after 20. And we're going to see 29 more seconds of the Buffaloes on the power play to start things off next period, Seth.
Yeah, it should be entertaining to see what they got in store. Don't want to reveal too much, as we got that segment coming up soon. But solid period for both teams.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we will be diving more into depth into this period, what you like from both teams, what you think they should clean up, and much more on the first intermission edition of today's game of Seth's Inside Scoop. But we're going to throw it to a commercial break here. Our first period sponsor, Caisse Financial Group, was the sponsor of this first period. Looking to buy a home or looking for a mortgage, then contact Caisse Financial today.
Sorry.
Oh, my knee's broken. And welcome to this period's edition, this intermission's edition of Seth's Inside Scoop with Seth Rock, of course, filling in for Cody today on the questions since he had to unfortunately work today at his car dealership. But that's okay. Happy to fill in here, Seth. Scoreless period, 0-0, no goals from both teams, but a very back and forth first period in this game here today.
Yeah, definitely. It's also really interesting to me. Yesterday we saw 2 quick goals from the Eagles in the game, but I thought that was a more defensive period than the first period we saw today. There's definitely more opportunities for both ways, and the Pilot Mound was able to come on pretty strong, and the Buffaloes got a few more shots than they did in the first period of last game.
Talking about the Buffaloes first off, getting some more zone time on the power play this time around, but still the Eagles doing a good job on the penalty kill. Just talk about the special teams, what you saw there at the end of that period from both sides.
Yeah, I thought both sides did very good job at different times. Definitely the first half of that power play definitely belonged to the Eagles. I thought they were doing much of the same of what they were doing yesterday, being able to get pucks out and really force the play and play really aggressive and effectively being aggressive as well on that PK.
And for the Buffaloes on the power play, once they got into the zone, generating more shots than they did in their power plays as a whole yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. Their power play looked a lot better. Obviously they were able to get a goal a lot yesterday in the power play, but after that it wasn't as good as they would have hoped it to be. But definitely today I think they would be a lot more proud just because they were able to move the puck a lot better, and they were also able to get quite a few opportunities on the net as well.
We mentioned his name and we talked about him, but Dmitry Petrenko in that period really doing a good job of making the most of his opportunity out there, aggressive out there, really causing some havoc on these Eagles players when he was out there, getting in their grill a bit, under their skin. Talk about what you liked from his game in the first period.
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of another player from another team that we cover often from the Hawks. I talk often about Ava Dalbozic from that team. He definitely reminds me of her, how he plays. You don't see him with the puck too often, but man, is he hard on the puck, and he's really hard on players, really activating on that forecheck and really checking on the play and just really creating a really tough time for the Eagles to move the puck whenever he's on the ice.
Now, one more thing before we get into, some things that the Buffaloes can clean up as well as goaltending as well, but we've talked about them today already. Last Constant doing a good job in all zones so far. Hard on the forecheck once again, getting some good opportunities with some good speed breaking into the zone. Talk about what you've liked from Last Constant's game here in this first period.
Yeah, as the year's been going on, I think he's been getting better and better, and this first period has shown a lot. He was all over the puck in the offensive zone and the defensive zone as well, he had very good positioning too in the defensive zone, being able to cover for guys while they were out of position, and he was able to also get a lot of offensive opportunities as well, and he's had an excellent game so far.
And obviously not the fastest guy, but would you agree that we're seeing a faster Last Constant out there than we did at the start of the season?
Yeah, definitely, and he is really making it hard for these Eagles players to move the puck, because whenever he has the puck, it feels like it takes 2 or 3 guys to get him off the puck because he's so strong with when the puck's on his stick. And he's definitely a player for Pilot Mound that really generates offense and is their go-to guy when it comes to offensive zone opportunities.
Now, it was a very strong period from the Buffaloes, but there's always some areas of the game that teams are going to want to clean up moving forward. What are some of those things that you'd like to see the Buffaloes clean up here moving forward?
You know what? I think I'm going to combine both teams in this, because I think both teams did need to improve on the same thing, and that is turnovers and defensive zone coverage. Both teams showed a little bit of times they would turn the puck over in their own zone, creating some pretty good opportunities for either teams. Fortunately for both goaltenders and teams, they weren't able to score, but I think both teams need to clean up in their own zone and just be a little bit more careful when trying to get that breakout pass.
Yeah, and I spoke about it in the pregame of today's show, just the little things that the Buffaloes need to work on in today's game, those little breakdowns. Turnovers, I feel like, definitely going into that category, but definitely something that these two teams are going to be looking to clean up. Now, you've already touched on the Eagles, what you feel they need to work on, but what are some things that you really like from this Eagles squad in this first period?
Yeah, I gotta go with their speed again. They have some guys on this team that can really skate the puck. Whether it's the forwards or the defense, they got guys that can really move it and skate pretty fast. So it's been a bit of a trouble for the Buffaloes, but they've done a very good job at defending these fast guys this game as well.
Now, talking about some players that really stood out to you in that period, I know you've talked about a guy like Connor Watson. You've liked the goaltending from this team, but who would you say really stood out for you from the Eagles in this first period?
Yeah, I got to go with Amos Kedjic. I thought he was really good, and he blocked a shot early in the period, and I remember thinking to myself after he blocked that shot, man, that's good. You get the leadership guy to stand up and make a good play like that, and then after that they were able to get a pretty good opportunity. So, it's little things like that the leadership players do that really can spark your team, and I think he's had an excellent period so far.
We've talked so much about the Eagles' defensive side of things, how it hasn't been too strong. You alluded to it. Less turnovers from them would make it better for them moving forward into this game, essentially. But talk about, what we've seen from their defensive zone coverage. Have you found that they've kind of made some improvements on being more assignment sound, clogging things up a bit better?
Yeah, a little bit. They still have turned over the puck a few times in the defensive zone, and I think there is some little things they need to correct, but I think they definitely have improved from yesterday, and I think, throughout the game, they're definitely going to be getting stronger in that category.
Now, physicality is such a huge thing. We know that these teams can dish it out, more so the Eagles this weekend because they got some bigger players on their team. What have you seen from their physicality on the side of things of that so far in this game?
Yeah, a lot of it has been the same, but no, I don't think they have been as aggressive as they were off the start of last game. But I think as the game goes on, like you said, they'll probably adjust more and get more into that physical game.
Well, can't wait to see it here, Seth. Great to do this segment with you. Seth's Inside Scoop with Seth Rock. Coming up after the commercial break, me and Seth will be back to call the next 20 minutes, the second period here from Blackjack Stewart Arena between the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, Buffalo's U17 team, and the Indigenous Sports Academy Eagles.
Welcome to Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mound Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
Welcome back to Mound, Manitoba at Blackjack Stewart Arena. Graham Forsyth here on the call doing play-by-play today as well, along with Seth Rock as my color commentator. Sorry about that, folks. Did not have a mic in the right position, but Seth, you can't blame me. It's been a while since I've done this gig. A solid 3 weeks, I think, at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely has been a while, and it's good. It's definitely good to have you back, and I've also noticed too. There's been a few. It's been a while since we've had a full team as well. There's been a few games where we've had only a few of us.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I missed the 3-man squad, but we'll get that back for you guys at some point in this year. It's only a matter of time till we all reunite again. But yeah, welcome back, everybody. The second period is about to get set to be underway. There's still a lot of time on the clock. Not sure if they're going to cut it down or not. But Seth, 0-0 scoreless first period. The Buffaloes on the power play here for another 29 seconds to start things off. What are you looking for them to do to establish the zone, establish some offensive possession here early on in this period on this power play, using that extra man to their advantage?
Yeah, they only do have 29 seconds left, so I think the main thing is just win the face-off. Win the face-off, get the puck deep, and really activate that forecheck that we know you guys have. And, that'll be the main thing because they don't have much time left. But if they can get 1 or 2 shots before it ends, I think that'll be a big help for them.
Yeah, no doubt, and, who knows what's going to happen, but say if the Eagles do win the draw and then they get it into the zone, with how aggressive they've been on the forecheck on this penalty kill, Seth, could cause some problems for the Buffaloes here early on and getting out of their zone because of how strong that PK forecheck has been. But we'll have to wait and see. We've talked about Last Constant, talked about Dmitry Petrenko, but talk about Miles Gordon's game, his game more in depth. Haven't really touched on him much today, but yesterday gave up 2 goals pretty close together, and this period was really solid on the first 9 shots he faced. Talk about what you like from his game.
Yeah, he's definitely playing strong. Considering he played yesterday as well, I'm very impressed being able to, most goaltenders don't play back-to-back games, but, he's getting the nod for it, and he's played very good so far, and I'm very impressed with how he's been able to manage himself after having a pretty tough game, I'd say, yesterday from it going to a shootout.
I do believe I see Mr. Gordon's dad right across from us. You guys can't see it on the screen here, but, like we've talked about, I know we might be beating it to death, but awesome to have his parents here in person to watch him this weekend and play in person, come from German Valley, Illinois, all the way to Mound, Manitoba, which is actually bigger than German Valley, Illinois, Seth. But, talking about the other side of things, the goaltender for the Eagles, Keegan Danzero. We've watched him once before, but so early on in the year. So early on that you forgot that we've seen him already this year, which is, I don't blame you for that. It's been such a long time and a lack of information on this team, right? But Keegan Danzero, what impressed you about his game in this period, getting his first action of the weekend?
Yeah, he's actually he's had an excellent start so far, making 12 saves on 12 shots, so still has the big goose egg up on the board, but, some teams bound to score eventually. But back to him, he's had an excellent start, and he's showed no weakness, quite a few glove saves. He's trapped a few pucks and made sure he's got whistles to keep his team, ready and not get them tired fast.
And not sure if you guys can see it on the screen, but the Eagles and Buffaloes are now taking the ice. They are on the benches. These refs look set to go, and it was funny to start off this game how the ref did a screw up and that puck slipped out of the hands.
Yeah, everybody seems to be having a tough start today. Not the teams, but everyone else. Yeah. We've all had our few mishaps here and there, but definitely looks like these guys are ready to go, and it's going to be an excellent second period.
Well, it is also cold in this arena, Seth, but that's not going to stop us from bringing you guys this second period of action between the Buffaloes and the Eagles. It's going to be turned over, picked up by Wapas, and goal! Deegan Wapas, Seth, that aggressive forecheck paying off. He steps up nicely, picking it off, and man, what a start here. 7 seconds in by the Eagles in this period to get a 1-0 lead.
Definitely not what we were expecting. I don't think either of us were expecting that early start. We both had mentioned how we thought Pilot Mound was going to come out strong on the power play, but that aggressive penalty kill pays off, and they were able to get a goal out of it.
Well, they did exactly what you said, Seth, winning the draw, but just an ill-advised play. Deegan Wapass coming in with good speed to pick that one off and just puts a beauty upstairs. 1-0 for the Eagles. Buffalo's still on the power play. 5 seconds remaining. Bear with the shot. That's going to be tipped by Littlechild. Goes wide of the net. Back to even strength here. And now it's going to get away from Bear. He's unable to cradle it. And now there's going to be Cohen Bear coming in, but making a nice play back was the Buffaloes on the back check. Braden Bear now sending that one across, and that's going to be picked off. Now, Jordan Kustermans to Bear. And now Braden Bear is going to go up into the neutral zone to Constant. Constant now, good protection with the puck. Constant going to put that one on net. Goes for the rebound. That's going to be stopped by Danzero. Net comes off, and we're going to get a stoppage in play here.
Nice pass attempt by Braden Bear. It did get to Constant stick, but that pass really reminds me of the classic Eric Carlson pass.
Just not as nice, but a nice attempt. For
yeah,
sure.
yeah, definitely.
No doubt about it. No, I love when players try to, have some fun with it, try to make those fancy passes because, with how skilled these players are, they definitely have the capability of it. So.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And he was close. It's just there were players surrounding Glass Constant there, so it was hard for him to receive the puck. But he did end up with it after and almost scored off that opportunity. So very good opportunity for both players there.
And right before we get back to calling the play here, is that Carlson pass one of the greatest passes you've ever seen?
It is.
It's the greatest pass ever? Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that one. Just seeing what you'd say there, but let's get back to it here. The Eagles on possession of the puck. And now it's going to be sent down below. Price on the forecheck, getting the stick in it there. And the stick on the puck there. It's going to be kept behind the goal line in the Eagle zone. Price going to go up to the point to Nilsson. Nilsson, his shot going to be blocked. Hitting Jameson McKenzie's shin pad, I do believe. Kedjic going to send that one deep into the zone. Buffalo's looking to break out here and going to be a physical play. Matthew Floyd getting taken out there by, I believe it was Morden. The Buffaloes trying to get it out, and they do. Sam Takahashi going to send a short pass to Floyd in the neutral zone, unable to corral that puck. Now that pass from Chartrand to Price, going to miss. Price going to go off for a change. You guys can't see it there. Getting some fresh legs on for the Buffaloes. Now Matthew Floyd, his shot is going to be wide of the net going into the corner. Braden Bear stepping up into the play. He's going to send it down low with a backhand. Floyd there. Going to get that out front to Petrenko, and Petrenko's shot going to be blocked there. Unable to get through. And going to get an interference call here. Coming up to number 22.
Alex Morden.
Thanks there, Seth.
Yeah, no problem. I thought I needed to help out there, help out here and there. But, a penalty I don't think they want to take. And, definitely another opportunity here for the Buffaloes to get on the board. And hopefully for the Buffaloes, they can't surrender another shorthanded goal.
Now it's going to be won by the Eagles. Braden Bear unable to hold it into the zone. Or hold it in the zone. Going to go up to Price. Price with a shot, and that is going to be turned away there by Danzero. And going to be a hand pass. Getting a whistle here with 1:42 left on the power play for the Buffaloes.
I often wonder for the Eagles here throughout these past few games that they've definitely done I wonder if how comfortable they feel on the penalty kill, because their penalty kill's been very successful, and it just seems like they're able to even get some opportunities on the penalty kill as well.
Braden Bear behind his goal line. He's going to send a pass to his outlet man and DeLeon. DeLeon sends that up to Price in the neutral zone. Price going to pass that to Takahashi in the high slot. To Chartrand. Chartrand going to go to the right hash marks of that face-off circle to DeLeon. Back to Chartrand. To the left face-off circle now at the hash marks is Bear. He has some patience with it. He's going to go up top to Chartrand. Chartrand shot. Going to get through, but that's going to be a save made. And a cover-up by Keegan Danzero.
Definitely some better puck movement from the Buffaloes on this power play. Able to get a few shots already, but I think they're definitely... Their thing to go into today's game from yesterday is definitely, I think, the power play to improve it up a little bit and get some more opportunities, and they definitely have so far on this power play.
Last constant. Unable to win that draw. That's going to be sent out by the Eagles. Down in on Miles Gordon. He's going to stop that up and leave that for Bo Bannerman. Bannerman sends a short pass to Riel Chartrand. Now Chartrand going to send that up to the point to Bannerman. Bannerman's shot going to get through, but a glove save by Keegan Danzero. Getting a stoppage in play here with 15:42 left in the second. 41 seconds remaining on that Alex Morin penalty by the Eagles.
I definitely think a key for the Buffaloes right now is to start shooting blocker side. I've noticed a majority of their shots have gone glove side, and Danzero has shown like his glove has been one of the hot suits today, as he's made multiple glove saves already.
Yeah, try to test out some different waters out there, test other parts of, his game, and that's going to be constant. Looked like he was trying to go short stick side there. That one misses. Connor Watson now sends a pass intended out in front for Wapass, but that one going to be too far for him. It's going to be Wapass now trying to put that towards the net. He got it on net, and now it's going to be sent out. It's going to be sent into the Buffalo zone. Gordon out to stop up the puck. Chartrand going to pick it up. Chartrand with it now, with some patience. Going to take it back behind his goal line as we're back to even strength here. Penalty expiring. Riel Chartrand now going to hit Bear with a pass. Bear going to go cross ice to Wendigo. Wendigo now got the goal for the Buffaloes on the power play yesterday. On the power play goal they had. It's going to be Daryanka sending that. It's going to be tipped. Unable to get on net, and now it's going to be a short shot, or a low shot. Turned away with the stick of Danzero there. Daryanka now with a shot that gets deflected off the shin pads. A Price right there, but oh, what a poke check there by Danzero.
Yeah, he had the wide open 4x6 there, but wasn't able to bury the puck.
You can see Price wanted to go to the forehand, but Danzero a bit too quick, a bit too good with the stick there on the poke check.
Yeah, excellent awareness there by Danzero.
Now that shot from McKenzie, going to get tipped wide of the net. Braden Bear now going to just send this off the... I'm not sure if it was the glass or the boards, but either way, going down for an icing.
Yeah, take a bit of the pressure off, and luckily for them, they're allowed to change off icing. So, it's not the worst play to make, especially if you can get fresh legs out there.
Yeah, one of the perks of this league is you won't get stuck out there if you do ice the puck. So definitely a good strategy for sure there by Bear. And now Petrenko trying to get by, but a nice stick there by Keen Littlechild. Nilsson going to play it off the boards. Petrenko there, trying to send it in, but can't get it by the skates of Littlechild. Now Cohen Bear stepping up into the play. Going to get rubbed out there by Chartrand. It's going to be turned over into the Eagles' possession now. And now it's going to be Carlos DeLeon getting that pass from Petrenko, and now it's going to be Seward sending that behind the net. Petrenko hard on it, and we are going to get another penalty here coming up to the Eagles for a holding call.
Holding. Okay, yeah. I wasn't quite looking at what happened there behind the net. I ended up looking and I saw that there was 2 guys on the ground, and yeah, and I guess there's a penalty there for the Eagles. I didn't really get to see what happened though.
And holding interference, kind of the same thing at the end of the day. You're still interfering with the guy, so.
Yeah.
But draw's going to be to the right of Danzero. It's going to be Constant on the draw, winning that to Chartrand to Bannerman. Up top to Chartrand now. Chartrand back to Bannerman. Bannerman shot! Going to be saved. Rebound not given up there. No, there was a whack by Constant on Danzero, but Danzero able to stand tall there and cover it up.
You know, I've also noticed a little bit of more success in the face-off dot for the Buffalo, certainly on the power play too.
And now Constant going to be able to get possession of this draw. Constant protecting the puck down low. He's got some room to work with it. Going to go up to Chartrand, back to Constant. Constant now with a shot. That's going to be rebound put out by Danzero, but he's going to get the puck right back and going to be a stoppage in the play.
Man, yeah, Laz Constance, you can't really say enough about the guy, especially today. He's moved the puck really well, and there he shows it again, holding the puck for a majority of that play, and then ended up getting the shot, too.
Draw's going to be won by DeLeon. Bannerman unable to keep that one in. He's going to send that to Chartrand. Chartrand just going to elect to get it in. Now DeLeon. And there it's going to be Seward picking it up back to Chartrand. That is going to be blocked, not getting through on Star. It's going to be Chartrand. His shot is going to be blocked. Unable to hit the net. And it's going to be sent into the Buffalo zone. Chartrand back there to recover. He's going to be strong on it. The pressure from Connor Watson there. He's going to win this battle. It's going to be Watson, but he's going to get that taken away from him just as quickly. And now it's going to be played up to Takahashi, to Seward. Seward now, he's going to stop up to Takahashi, and Takahashi went back to Seward. Bear now. Just going to, unable to get that one through. Not much time remaining here on the Buffalo's man advantage. Takahashi to Constant. Constant now with a shot. Rebound there, but just out of the reach of Jade Wendigo. He's going to go down low to Constant. Constant up to Bear. Bear with a shot. That's going to be a save made by Danzero. And it's going to be cleared out of the Buffalo zone. And Keegan Danzero once again there. Seth having a lot of success against the Buffaloes.
Man, he has been absolutely excellent so far this afternoon, and maybe he's in the contention for a shutout today, but we'll wait and see.
You might want to knock on wood there, Seth. I don't know if the Eagles fans will be too happy if he gives up a goal here. We will have to wait and see, though. Now it's going to be sent out of the zone. Daryanka there just past the red line, able to send that one back into Eagle zone. The Eagles now looking to break out, and they do. In the Buffalo zone now. Nielsen gonna get that up, and Constant gonna come down the zone. Come down in the zone. And now here's Constant in the neutral zone. Constant gonna lose possession of that. It's gonna be Kusterman. Scores! And speak of the devil, Joran Kustermans with a quick release there on the shot. Danzero getting a piece of it, but Seth, 1-1 that shutout broken from Danzero.
I don't think I should speak anymore. I think I'm going to have a lot of fans angry at me for that one, but man, you can't really blame Danzero on that one. What a shot by Kustermans there, and he almost popped the water bottle off the net too, so that almost just a very impressive goal there, I must say.
And Kusterman's been looking strong for the Buffaloes here in this season, as of recently as well. Good speed driving that puck to the net, and a good shot on display there, Seth.
Yeah, definitely, and now we're all knotted up at 1, and back to square one we go.
And it's 23-11 in the shot category for the Buffaloes as well. Score is 1-1. And let's see how the Eagles respond now, but the Buffaloes are in their zone. Takahashi up to the point to Chartrand. Chartrand is shot low. Going to be saved, put into the corner by Danzero. Price trying to get some separation for himself there, but that's going to be broken out of the zone. And an icing on the play, sending another draw, another offensive zone opportunity for the Buffaloes to set up on the draw here in the Eagle zone.
And I gotta say, it is uncanny for us to predict something and then for it to go the complete opposite direction right after we mention it. That's a few times now. Cody has been unfortunate with that, but now I think it's my turn because as I just messed up that one.
No worries, man. It's just a game of ups and downs sometimes, and you know what? You're just reacting on what you've seen, right? So no shame in getting something wrong. We're back to play here. Doran Kusterman's getting it in. It's going to be Braden Bear. Getting that to a teammate. Bear unable to keep that high pass in. He's going to go cross ice in his own zone to Daryanka. Daryanka playing it off the boards behind the net to Bear. That pass unable to be cradled in by Kustermans, the goal scorer for the Buffaloes in this game today. And going to be an offside on the play. And you know what? Cody, he's been the color commentator for most of the year. Now you're stepping in as the color commentator more. Maybe it's just that color commentator curse, eh?
Yeah, I think so. I guess no one's safe in this color commentating position, but it's all good fun anyway. We got a very nice job here. So.
Oh, of course, and we get to watch a fantastic hockey game here today. Very close once again. Now it's going to be to the point. Nilsson is going to try to send that through, but it's going to get blocked up. Now it's going to be sent on the side of the net. Petrenko now in on the forecheck. A strong part of his game today. And now Kijek is going to bat that out of the air and get it into the zone. Good hand-eye there by Kijek. And we are going to see a penalty drawn by Sage Roberts coming up to number 17 of the Buffaloes, Carlos De Leon here. We'll get the call in just a moment.
I think it was for tripping there, but Carlos De Leon, it's unfortunate for the Buffaloes that he was the one to take the penalty because you always see him out there killing penalties for the Buffaloes. And this is going to be the most opportune time for the Eagles to get back in the game as they've been under a lot of pressure so far this second period.
Looking to shift momentum the other way is the Eagles now on this power play. They're going to take it way back into their own zone, going behind the net, waiting for things to open up here. Gonna lose the puck there was Wapass. Wapass gonna send that up to number 7, Kronippy. Kronippy gonna stop up, go to Kate Starr. Starr across to Watson. Connor Watson over to number 16 and Deegan Wapass. Wapass, he's going to shield that puck nicely before dropping it to Watson. And a nice save there by Gordon as the Buffaloes clear it out. Danzero going to come out to play it to Starr. Starr going to go up to Sage Roberts. Roberts going to play that down low, making it off the boards to himself. And he's going to send that down low. Cross-ice pass there, and that's going to be a shot on net from Amos Kijek. And puck is going to be sent out of the zone. In the neutral zone now. 44 seconds remaining on this Eagles man advantage. Sage Roberts with it. He's going to go to Littlechild. Littlechild across to Kejic. Kejic with it. Team captain. He's going to bring it up towards the blue line. Tries to send a saucer pass to Littlechild, but that one had a bit too much mustard on it. Littlechild receiving that pass from Kejic. A short pass to a teammate. It's going to be Roberts trying to send that on net. He's going to play that up to the point. Time expiring. Kejic getting that back to Roberts. Roberts now trying to dangle through, but that's going to be nice defense there by the Buffaloes. And out of the box is DeLeon. DeLeon is trying to get a shot on net, but that's going to be blocked. He's back on it now. DeLeon, his shot is going to be high of the net. Now Riel Chartrand going to recover it in the Buffalo zone. He's going to circle back to Bear now. Bear going to rim it around the boards. To Sheward. Sheward unable to get that out. That's going to be Harry with the shot. And that is going to miss the net and rim around. Colin Bear now tries getting it to a teammate. It's going to be Last Constant, a rare turnover from him in this game today, but he's going to be right back on it. Last Constant now. He's going to send that cross ice to Sheward. Didn't get through it first, but Sheward gets back up, and that is going to be a miss shot there. Not hitting the net. Now Braden Bear with it. Recovering tip on net. Constant rebound there, and Petrenko scores! How you do, Dmitry Petrenko picking up the garbage. And Seth, he's been on fire all game on the forecheck, getting a great result there with the goal. And is that his first goal of the season with the Buffaloes?
Yes, I believe it is. Here I'm reading that it is his first goal, and hard work pays off. And I was thinking throughout this whole game how excellent he's been playing and how much he deserves to get one here, and he just got his first, and congratulations to him.
And what a moment for Dmitry Petrenko, giving the Buffaloes the lead as of now in this game, but it all depends on what happens next. Can the Eagles push back and tie it up? Now Matthew Floyd picking it up. Floyd past the red line and sending it in. Now it's going to be Maddox Daryanka going to send that in. Guys might have not been able to see that, but Connor Watson a bit annoyed, it seemed, and gave Daryanka a knock. Daryanka also got knocked down after that, shortly after, but going back to the play here, Danzero covering it up and going to get a stoppage in play. And Seth, I do see that you do have the goals here. Of course, all coming in the second period. Take us through who the goal scorers have been so far.
So the first goal was scored by Indigenous Academy here, and it was a shorthanded goal by number 16, Deegan Wapass, and I'll let you carry out play-by-play, and I'll talk about this after.
Of course. I appreciate that, Seth. We are going to get back to play here, of course. It's going to be Laz Constant there with Wendigo in the area. Morin going to get this pass back, and Morin going to skate out of the zone with it. Alex Morin now going to stop up, win for options. That's going to be a pass that doesn't get to a teammate. Ends up in the Eagles' possession, however. And now behind the net, it's going to be Bo Bannerman getting that up to Constant. Constant going to chip that off the boards to Kustermans. And now Kustermans able to get that to Wendigo. Wendigo's backhand. Oh, almost getting on net there. Of course, Wendigo scoring a beauty on the backhand yesterday on the Buffalo's only power play goal. Chartrand going to whip that across to Bear. Bear whips it right back. Chartrand going to send it up in the neutral zone to Kustermans. And many players offside for the Buffaloes there, but a nice move there by Kustermans, and that's going to be sent in on net, covered up by Gordon for a stoppage with 2:25 left in the second.
All right, and the first goal for Pilot Mound was scored at 9:51 of the second, and it was scored by Joran Kustermans, and it was assisted by Laz Constant and Sam Takahashi. And the goal we just saw was scored by none other than Dmitry Petrenko for his first, assisted by Laz Constant and Rial Chartrand.
And Laz Constant, I do see with 2 assists in this game, just continuing his strong season here for the Buffaloes. Now it's going to be sent out of the zone, and oh no, Petrenko gets demolished there, but gets back up quickly. You can hear it. I'm not sure if you folks can, but the applause from the Eagles bench on that hit.
And he's going to want the number on that truck. That was a massive hit.
And now it's going to be, the ref getting in the way, but it's going to be up to Petrenko. Does he have another one in him? Petrenko shot, and that is going to be saved by the glove of Danzero. And could you imagine if he scored another one there after getting absolutely leveled there, Seth?
Yeah, he's definitely confident at that first goal. Imagine what that second goal would have done for his confidence.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's going to be sent on net by Daryanka. Going to be cleared away by the Eagles now. And now it's going to be Connor Watson pulling that through the legs, and he's unable to get the shot on net. Coming up on a minute remaining in this period. The Buffaloes, with that goal from Dmitry Petrenko, lead this one 2-1 in the final minute now of the second period. Connor Watson fending off a player with his arm there, protecting the puck, unable to get the shot on net, and we are going to be seeing another penalty for a slash here coming up to team captain Amos Kijik.
Some things are getting heated up. Don't know if that came from the bench or from the Eagles crowd, but definitely some yelling about to go on here about that.
Yeah, and sometimes coaches got to be careful if the ref isn't too happy with them. They could throw them out of the game for that stuff.
Yeah, and then you get a bench minor, and then it's a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes, and that's no fun.
Nope. Not fun at all, especially if you're down in this game like the Eagles are. Let's see how they'll do on the penalty kill here. The Buffaloes on the power play, once again in this game. Last Constant protecting that puck nicely. Going to send it down to Kustermans. Kustermans back to Constant at the hash marks on the half wall of the right face-off circle. Constant going to just try to eat this puck along the boards. Going to end up playing that up to the point on the right side to Chartrand. Constant with the puck now. Getting it to Kustermans. Kustermans up top to Chartrand. Chartrand shot going to be tipped wide of the net. And as we near the end of this period, 3 seconds left, potentially another shot. Chartrand is shot there, and Danzero standing tall. Last Constant giving Cage Star the two-hand business, and Danzero comes right back and gives Constant a push as well. But things definitely getting heated now as this game is going along. I feel like that is something that we could expect in this game today. 2-1 for the Buffaloes after the first 40. They'll have a minute 16 left on the power play to start off the period, and 28-13 they lead in the shots as well, Seth.
Oh yeah, another excellent period, but oh man, did the Buffaloes really come on in that period. Only limited the Eagles to 3 or 4 shots, so really applying a lot of pressure and able to get quite a few opportunities, and they were able to get 2 that period.
Well, we're going to be talking about it on Seth's Inside Scoop during this period, the second intermission coming up here. I do believe we will also be having an interview with Gordy Tummelson coming up during this intermission. So sit back, folks, relax. We'll be back in just a moment. This second period was brought to you by AutoWorks in Winkler. It's the place to go in southern Manitoba for vehicle detailing, repairs, and anything else you want fixed on your car. AutoWorks in Winkler is the place to go in southern Manitoba.
At CM Engrave, we create more than just trophies, medals, and signs. We create time for family, time time for growing your business, time for the moments that make you, you. With more than 30 years experience for all your engraving needs. CM Engrave.
The town of Stonewall is a great place to call home. Located just 25 kilometers north of Winnipeg, we offer our residents an abundance of services and amenities, from quality schools to a hospital with a fully functioning emergency room to great seniors housing. Our recreational facilities are second to none. The Veterans Memorial Sports Complex, the Heritage Arts Centre, Fines Field at Quarry Park, our paved walking paths, nature trails, and our jewel, Kinsman Lake. Stonewall has a strong base of businesses full of dedicated community-minded entrepreneurs that include a full range of retail and personal service businesses. Our industrial park has grown significantly in recent years, demonstrating the robust economy of our community and surrounding area. The quality of life experienced by our residents rivals any other community, which is why Stonewall is a great place to call home.
No hugging.
And sorry, folks, was just adjusting myself, but welcome back to the second, welcome to the second intermission here in Pilot Mound, Manitoba at Blackjack Stewart Arena. Here with goalie coach and marketing director of the Buffaloes, Gordy Tummelson. Gordy, you got to be pleased as a member of this coaching staff if you're the Buffaloes after this first 40 minutes.
Yeah, the first 20 was okay, but they scored that quick goal on us in the at the start of the second period. And then the ring tilted in our favor. After that, that guys just went ballistic. They've been really playing really well, moving the puck, letting the puck do the work actually, and then skating like the wind. So yeah, we've got a couple of goals, and we're looking forward to the third period.
Yeah, and a lot of shots in your favor right now, 33-13 for the Buffaloes. But Miles Gordon has looked very sharp on all but one of the goals. Of course, a great shot put on by Deegan Wapass to open up the game. But what have you liked from your goaltender in this game so far?
He's been steady. He's made the saves. He makes the saves look simple. He's been out cutting angles off. He's making them shoot wide. He's making them shoot high because he's out there. He's challenging. The shooters have got to respect that. They're trying to hit little spots, not big spots, and that just makes a whole lot of difference in a game that's this close.
It's looking better on the power play here for the team. Of course, they, looking better on the power play so far. But, besides that, looking at this next 20 minutes, how do you expect the boys to finish this one off and bring home the second win of the weekend?
Well, nice to be a second win, and we're hoping for that. The other team will come out hard. I mean, this is a typical road game. If you're into hockey at all, the way this goes is that if we stay close and get to the third period, we have a chance to win the game as a road team. So our guys are going to have to be really, really strong, skate hard, go hard, and be strong defensively so that we don't give up anything else.
And if you folks are wondering why Gordy is winking, he is winking to one of his fans there, admiring him as he's doing this second intermission period interview. But Gordy, can't wait to see this final period of regulation between the Buffaloes and the Eagles. Thanks for coming on this second intermission and talking with me once again.
Lots of fun, Graham. Thanks for having me.
We're going to go to another commercial break, then we'll be right back here with Seth's Inside Scoop here on ASTV Productions broadcast of the Pilot Mound Buffaloes U17 program and the Indigenous Sports Academy Eagles.
Welcome to Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mound Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
Always hard adjusting myself on the stool. It's a bit slippery, folks, but we're getting used to it. Graham Forsyth here with Seth Rock for his intermission segment, between intermissions with Seth's Inside Scoop. Seth, what a period from the Buffaloes. Start off by talking about, the many strengths that they had in that period.
Man, it's hard to think of any weaknesses for them. I don't think they had any that period, but they it just came like they came out there, they had their legs moving, they got a lot more opportunities on the power play. As we saw, their power play has improved so much today, and they've been very aggressive and hard on the forecheck and just trying to get shots from all areas.
Yeah, and I really didn't see much weakness from the Buffaloes. Maybe one weakness was Miles Gordon not getting too much action. That's the only thing you can really say. But for Dmitry Petrenko, we talked about him last intermission. I think it's only right we talk about him then. Again this period, congratulations to number 2, Dmitry Petrenko, a newcomer on this Buffaloes team, scoring his first goal in Buffaloes history. Take us through, what you saw from that play, as well as just the play in general of Dmitry throughout that second period.
Yeah, that was just an excellent shift by him overall. I think, he was really battling hard in the corners, turning over a few pucks, and when the puck eventually came to him right in front of the net, he was able to shovel it home with a wide open net. And, great way to get your first goal, and you could totally tell he was really pumped up after he scored that one.
Looking into it now, Keegan Danzero has been probably the strongest part of the Eagles' game here today. We'll get into him in just a moment later on during your Inside Scoop here, but the Eagles, what you feel like they kind of fell short on in that period?
I just think they lost their legs a little bit, throughout yesterday's game and the first period of today's game. Their feet were moving, they were really hard on pucks, they were all over the ice, and their penalty kill, they were in the zone, they were really forcing the play and making the Pilot Mound players give up the puck and making them make mistakes there. So I think they just gotta find their feet and really just push the play and try to get back in it that way.
And we're gonna take a quick timeout here, and I'm not too sure why, but we are I believe I'm not too sure what's happening here, folks. We're gonna So, welcome back, folks. We are going to be doing something brand new here during our Seth's Inside Scoop segments. We're going to be showing you guys the second goal scored by the Buffaloes. We're going to let it play, and then Seth is going to break it down for you guys. we can talk. Okay, so yeah, just looking at this goal here, Seth, Petrenko scoring a goal. A good forecheck put in by the Buffaloes there, just on those loose pucks like, Banshees out there, I'd say, and really getting that puck to the net, and Petrenko following up on that loose puck, putting it into the net for a rebound.
Yeah, and the play all started with him really battling hard in the corners, really working for that puck, and then, being able to get the puck back to some of his teammates, and then they were generating opportunities on the net, and the puck kind of slid across crease to him, and he had a wide open net and was able to shovel the puck home and get his first on the year, and, it's a great feeling to get your first goal in the year with your new team.
And just going to the point about the Eagles, just the little things, the little, things that they're not doing right in this game is, protecting that puck, getting it into good areas. Even though the Buffalo's forecheck has been strong, you got to think that a focus of emphasis for the Eagles is going to be not be as panicky with the puck when they do end up getting possession of it.
Yeah, I think they definitely got to, look to where their strengths were in the first period and last game, because they definitely did slow down a little bit. But, this is a good team. They have a lot of skill. They have a lot of speed. And, if there's any team that can get back in this game, it's them. And they've proven how good they have been in the past. So I think they just really got to focus on, working on what made them successful in the earlier games.
Yeah, and key example, Deegan Walpass stepping up 7 seconds in and scoring that goal shorthanded. Those are more of the plays they're going to need to have, but just looking at it, obviously, Keegan Danzero can only stop the puck. He can't score. Who's going to be the biggest, X factor for this team, in your opinion, what you've seen from this Eagles team to them, generating more scoring chances, generating potentially more goals?
Yeah, obviously, I think you got to look to the leadership roles, because the leadership players on this team are definitely players that do lead by offense. Obviously Connor Watson, had a few goals yesterday, had a few rushes this past game as well, so he's definitely one of the players. And Sage Roberts as well. He's also created a lot of opportunities as well. So I think they're going to be looking to those two players, and even Captain Amos Kejic. He's been leading by example in all areas of the ice. So if he can get a goal, I think it'll be really big for the team.
Yeah, Amos Kejic. I keep saying Kejic, but it's Kejic. Thank you. It's finally in my head now. Hopefully I don't screw up on that name again. This game in this period, in this final 20 minutes of regulation between the Buffaloes and the Eagles here from Pilot Mound, Manitoba. This is going to do it for Seth's Inside Scoop for this second intermission. Me and Seth will be right back after this commercial break to call the third and final period here from Pilot Mound, Manitoba.
All right, guys, make sure you watch that coverage out there.
Speaking of coverage, you guys got supplemental insurance?
Who is this guy?
No one can cover me.
You can be covered for any accident, anytime, anywhere, Canada and the USA. Learn more at supplementalinsurance.ca.
Hi.
Oh, brutal. Maybe I should get some of that coverage.
And welcome back, folks, to this third and final period of regulation here between the Buffaloes and the Eagles. Of course, the Buffaloes from Pilot Mound Hockey Academy and the Eagles from Indigenous Sports Academy. 2-1 for the Buffaloes after the first 40. They are on a power play for the first minute and 16 seconds of this game. And we'll see what happens here early on as the puck is dropped here in this third period. It's going to be sent into the Buffalo zone. Chartrand there, gonna go across to Bannerman. Bannerman now gonna go across to Sheward. Sheward now is gonna play that to DeLeon. It's gonna be attempted to be kept in there by Chartrand, but Chartrand unable to. He's gonna recover it, however. And he's gonna fan on that pass. Healy. It's gonna be on him there. It's gonna be Sage Roberts. And Chartrand gonna get a slash there on Chartrand's stick, and for 2 minutes and 35 seconds, the Buffaloes will be on a 5-on-3 here, Seth.
Yeah, that's just not the kind of penalty you want to take, especially because he just slashed the stick right out of his hands, right in front of the ref. So, not the best penalty to take, and now the Pilot Mound is going to have a huge opportunity here to potentially score 2 goals if they can get one here early on the other power play.
And, of course, this third period is brought to you by Doaks Bulk Fuels. And now it's going to be to Kustermans. Kustermans in the high slot, going to have that saved, and it's going to be a goal! Laz Constant on the 5-on-3. In close, putting that one in, and Laz with his 3rd point of the game. First time putting that puck in the back of the net himself today, Seth.
Yeah, what a goal by Laz Constant, and there you go. They were able to get the first goal in the 5-on-3, so they'll have another opportunity. But, that puck, that opportunity generated from the defender being able to shoot that puck through traffic and having it able to land in front. And, Laz Constant gets lucky there at the puck landing right on his stick so he can shovel it home.
Now here comes Jordan Kustermans. He's going to have that block. Laz Constant trying to get back there. It's going to be offside and going to be a face-off inside the, just outside of the Eagle zone. Wendigo on the draw for the Buffaloes, going up against Deegan Wapass. And now Laz Constant trying to dangle through, but it's going to be Deegan Wapass there, or Connor Watson taking it away. Now Constant going to send that down low to Kustermans. Kustermans unable to keep possession of it there, but a nice keep in there by Chartrand. Chartrand's shot is going to be wide of the net. Wendigo there, trying to look like he tried to hop out of the way of that one. Constant going to go to Bear. Bear now shot, that's going to be low, turned aside by Danzero and going to be sent into the Buffalo zone. Miles Gordon now, he's going to play that around the boards to Bear. Chartrand, it's going to be off his skates. Almost a chance there to get a shot on net was Connor Watson. Now Braden Bear going to behind the back pass to Wendigo there. 51 seconds remaining on this power play. Wendigo with a shot. That one getting through, but Danzero able to make the save and cover it up.
Yeah, a lot of pressure by the Buffaloes on these power plays. It's really interesting to compare it to yesterday's power plays for the Buffaloes, where they were just unable to get, the puck nailed down, really, I guess you could say, in the offensive zone on the power play. But today they've done an excellent job at really being able to keep pucks and get lots of opportunities.
That's going to be sent in. Sage Roberts now. Get that taken away. It's going to be Daryanka moving up in the neutral zone. Daryanka is going to have that taken away by Roberts, and Roberts getting a bit physical, allowed him to take that away and sends it down. Getting fresh legs out there for the Eagles as well. 14 seconds left, not much time remaining on this power play for the Buffaloes. Go Emerson Sheward, and Sheward is going to end up being called offside for that one.
Yeah, just an excellent start for the Buffaloes, being able to convert on the 5-on-3 and get another goal and really pad to their lead. Now they're up 3-1, and Las Constance's definitely having a great night or a great afternoon on the score sheet today, with two assists and 1 goal.
Kuserman's going to go to Nilsson. Going to go to Constant. Constant now circling back in the neutral zone. Now he goes in. Constant now. Going to get by. He's going to go cross crease pass to Wendigo, but Wendigo fanning on it there. Constant, he whiffs on that pass, and now it's going to be taken up by Cohen Bear chipping it out, and Bear unable to win the race to the puck. And it's going to be Kuserman's picking up. Kuserman's trying to get by Roberts with some speed, but Roberts, good active stick there to poke it away. Jade Wendigo now tried to make a move pass, but loses possession of it. And now another penalty coming up to the Eagles. Another, might have been interference. Yes, it was interference. And once again, Seth sending the Buffaloes to the power play.
Yeah, yesterday, this wouldn't have been the worst case for the Eagles, but now, they gotta really watch the discipline here, because the Buffaloes have been excellent on the power play today, especially just moving the puck. So another opportunity for the Buffaloes, and another time where the Eagles will have to kill another penalty.
Draw is going to be won by Takahashi. He's going to play that up the boards to Chartrand. Chartrand whips a pass across to Daryanka. Shot! And that's going to be a save made by Keegan Danzero. And yeah, the Buffaloes, I feel like, have been able to enter the zone better today on the power play, and that has really led to them being able to establish and set up in the zone.
Yeah, exactly, and their whole setup's been a lot better too, I've noticed.
A lot more calm with the puck, not as much panic out there from the Buffaloes. Wouldn't completely say it was panic, my apologies. Just better, cleaner on the passes today on the power play. Takahashi going to go up to the point to Chartrand, and that shot going to be saved by Danzero, and Price trying to get across there to tip it, but just unable to. Danzero making the save.
Yeah, one of the things I've noticed from today's power play from the Buffaloes is that they're utilizing the defenders a lot more. They're definitely trying to generate opportunities by taking shots from the point and really trying to fool Danzero.
Bannerman to DeLeon. DeLeon going to go down low to Schuard. Schuard to DeLeon. DeLeon, his shot going to be saved there by Danzero. Music finally comes off. And get back to calling some hockey here. It's going to be Schuard. Going to go to DeLeon. Carlos DeLeon. Circling, tight turn. He's going to go across to Bear. Bear unable to cradle it cleanly, and that's going to be a save made by Keegan Danzero. Stopping it up with 59 seconds remaining on that Jameson McKenzie penalty.
Man, I don't think much more can be said other than Danzero has been fantastic today. He's made 37 saves already, and he's not slowing down by any means.
Now that's going to get by Bear. It's going to be Connor Watson into the zone, but gets that poked away by Bo Bannerman. Now the Eagles going to elect to try to play some keep away out of the Buffalo zone, but unable to. Jade Wendigo. Going to Star. Star going to get it out, and going to be 17 seconds remaining on this Buffalo's power play. Pass into the neutral zone for Constant. Misses him, or he's unable to cradle it, and it is going to be an icing.
Yeah, the Eagles have definitely done a better job in this latter half of the penalty kill for them. They're able to get pucks down, hold pucks, and like you had mentioned before, play keep away a little bit, just making sure the Buffaloes do not get possession.
Going to be Nilsson with the puck. As time on the Buffalo's man advantage expires, Nilsson able to be strong there. He's going to play a pass to Takahashi just before the blue line as the Buffaloes break out. Takahashi going across to Price, but unable to connect there on the Price backhand. Now Daryanka gonna have that turned over. It's gonna be taken the other way. It's gonna be Alex Morin now coming into the zone. Morin tries to slide that under the stick and cut to the inside. He gets knocked off his path a bit. That's gonna be tipped. It's wide of the net, and that's gonna be turned aside by Gordon there, playing it with the poke check into the corner, and Gordon making a right pad save and putting that one out of play.
You know, over the past little bit, I've been looking at the stats from both games here so far, and I'm noticing a lot of assists coming from Laz Constant. He had 2 yesterday as well, and you know, I got a new nickname for him. I think I'm gonna start calling him the Dishmaster because of how well he's been passing lately.
Set him up for skip the dishes there, Seth. Oh, back to play here. Sheward dangling in. Sheward, a nice move there. Inside, outside, but a better save made there on a tough low shot on the low glove side of Danzero.
Yeah, you said it there, Graham. Definitely a tough shot to read because it was right through someone. It kind of tipped a little bit, and Danzero saw at the last second was able to glove it down and cover it up for a whistle.
DeLeon winning that to Sheward. It's going to go to Cohen Bear. Bear losing an edge there. His pass missing Kedjic. Now it's going to be Chartrand going to Petrenko. Braden Bear now going to send that in. Petrenko gets fooled there by Jace Harry, and that's going to be a shot on net, gloved by Danzero, and going to get a face-off with 13:11 left in the third period. 3-1 is the lead for the home team, the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes U17 male prep program. 42-15, they lead in the shots as well. Draw is going to be won by the Eagles. Last Constant in on the puck. He covers it. Constant now going to play that around the boards. Number 10, Connor Watson there. Last Constant in on the forecheck. Loose puck there. It's Kusterman tying up Littlechild. Now Last Constant in down below with the puck. Nice maneuver there by Constant with the puck. Now Connor Watson going to send that to Roberts. Roberts taking that pass and breaking out through the zone now. Roberts trying to cut in, but strong defense there by Bannerman. Jace Harry to Dryden Bear. And now that's going to be a shot. Going to be turned away by Gordon, and we'll get a face-off here with 12:19 left in the period.
Yeah, I know Gordon's starting to get tested a little bit more, and you know, he's been strong. He's looked like he's been even with the long stoppage or long plays without any shots on him. He looks like he's still maintained that that ability to make those saves even after not getting tested for a while.
Now it's going to be back behind the net with Chartrand. He gets that turned over. Now Morin going to Nepanak. And now it's going to be rimmed around the board. It's going to be kept in by Jace Harry. Oh no, speak of the devil, it's not. But it's going to be Healy there for support. Recovering that puck for the Eagles. Jamison McKenzie now playing that one off the boards. Jamison McKenzie going over to Jace Harry to Cohen Bear. Bear getting that in the zone. It's going to go to Carlos DeLeon now. DeLeon taking it wide, and that's going to be Kedjic. It's going to be out in front for Sheward, and scores! And a sweet feed there from DeLeon, finding Sheward wide open in the slot. And Sheward going low blocker side on Danzero to make it 4-1 for the Buffs.
Yeah, one nice goal too, and an even better pass by DeLeon to find Sheward at the last second, and Sheward, like he said, shot the puck low blocker and did not miss.
And the problems for the Eagles in the D zone were on full display there, Seth, as no one was really covering him there in the slot, which is a high-danger scoring area.
Yeah, you got to have your man there, and unfortunately for the Eagles, they don't have their guy there, and then Sheward's rewarded with a goal that could have been avoided if they had a guy there.
Now it's going to be Cage Starr picking it up. He's going to go to number 16 in Deegan Walpass. 10:50 remaining in this game. Goal scored by Emerson Sheward to extend this lead to 3 at 4-1 for the Buffaloes. Now it's going to be Kusterman's going to have that taken away. Walpass going to get the puck, but going to carry this one offside and get a face-off right outside the Buffalo zone.
Yeah, Connor Watson didn't really like that too much. I think he's more mad at himself there for being offside. But, yeah, it's all about, trying to win the next shift, establish a little bit of momentum if you're the Eagles to try and get back in the game.
Going across there is Braden Bear. To last Constant it goes. Constant trying to go inside with a forehand windmill deke. Unable to. It's going to be a shot wide of the net. Braden Bear is going to be strong there at the point on Healy as he tried attempting to get it out. Last Constant now battling in the zone. Constant going to get physical there on Healy. And now without a stick is Jace Harry's going to pick it up. Bear going to whip that across to Bannerman. Bannerman's shot going to be on net. Rebound. Tried to be bashed in there by Constant, and Constant had his stick caught there. He yanked it out pretty hard to get that one out of there.
Yeah, I noticed there a little bit that he was getting a little feisty with some of the Eagles players. There they go, a little bit of slashing and sticks back and forth, trying to get under Constant's skin.
A bit cheeky, you guys can see it there, but Healy especially giving him 2 little taps, kind of some disrespect right there by the Eagles players. Not sure they want to poke that bear right now, Seth.
No, I don't really think Constant minds either. He's having a really good night with 3 points.
True. And that's a beautiful snipe there by Sam Takahashi. My goodness, Sam Takahashi, what a release, what a shot there. Picking that top shelf and making it a 5-1 game now for the Buffalo, Seth.
Yeah, just some beautiful goals here tonight, or this afternoon for the Buffaloes, being able to get a few snipes, and Takahashi there getting the puck and not missing, throwing a top corner.
The offensive onslaught continues for the Buffaloes in this third period. Sam Takahashi just scored the goal. 5-1 is the lead now for the Buffaloes with 9:25 at the time the goal was scored left in this period. 9:20 remaining in the game now, or in the period now. And now Sage Roberts, number 16, wall pass. Riel Chartrand there. Gonna have Roberts get by him. Now Riel Chartrand. His pass a bit too weak to get to Sheward, but Sheward ends up getting it. Now here's Jace Harry with it. He's going to try going to Roberts, but that one out of his reach. Now Connor Watson with the puck. Watson tried to dangle past Walpass. Walpass trying to shoot there, but unable to get a clean shot off.
Oh yeah, we got some problems here.
And that's Chartrand and Connor Watson getting into it.
Yeah, Chartrand's going to get a penalty for slashing here. They both got a penalty, but I saw that Chartrand got the initial one for that extra slash, but not really. Normally you just want to skate away there, but he couldn't help himself and he retaliated, and therefore that's why we got coincidentals.
And retaliation penalties obviously not what you want to take, but obviously looking at it, looking at the score, Connor Watson very frustrated. So sometimes players are going to act out like that, Seth. Got to remember, they aren't pros yet. They're just kids.
Yeah, and they've been struggling tonight, so that might, or this afternoon, so that might play a factor too.
And here's a penalty coming up.
Last constant, or I didn't see what happened.
I'm not too sure either. We'll find out in a moment.
Boy.
It is going to the Eagles. It's going to be Healy. Number 17, Caden Healy, going to the box. 2 minutes for a trip.
Yeah, I'm sure both coaches are going to be wanting this game to end soon because things are starting to get unglued here as far as emotions go.
And you can hear
yeah.
that the players from the Eagles very frustrated here. They must be tripping the refs because the refs just came over and gave them some words there, Seth.
Yeah, things are definitely starting to get a little emotional, to say the least.
Well, it's another 2-minute power play for the Buffaloes here. They're on the 5-on-4. Penalty coming to number 17, Caden Healy for the Eagles. And I'm noticing here, Seth, Healy, a 05-born player, so he will have one more year of playing this level of academy hockey next year if he chooses to. And it's going to be Jordan Kustermans. Going to send that to Jade Wendigo. Wendigo now to go to number 15. Or it's going to be picked off by number 15 and sent down by the Eagles. Miles Gordon coming out of the net to stop it up for Daryanka. Daryanka, as often as he does, once again behind the net to take that puck out, and he's going to bring it in himself. Maddox Daryanka getting rubbed off the puck there by Alex Kronippy, and going to be another penalty here coming up.
I think on last constant.
And it's really getting a bit explicit out there too, Seth. Last constant, of course, going to be getting the penalty here, but I saw some not so very nice words being dropped out there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's definitely not a penalty you want to take if you're last constant. There's not really any need to really kind of. But you guys are up in the game 5-1, so there's not really. I guess, but things have been getting pretty unglued here, so emotions. Definitely getting the better of players here.
Now Braden Bear moving that puck in his own zone on this 4-on-4. It's going to be Zane Price now. Going to take this one in. Price going to be strong there, getting through. Going to end up going to Nilsson. Nilsson across to Bear. Bear now going to send that one off the pad there of the right pad of Keegan Danzero. Now Sam Takahashi tries getting that one down low in the Eagles zone. Now that one going to hit the netting. You guys could not see it there most likely, but going off the netting and going to get a whistle on the play.
Well, an excellent shift there for Zane Price, being able to fend off multiple guys on that shift, holding off guys, really protecting the puck well, and able to get one opportunity off that shift, all thanks to Zane Price.
Now Wendigo, strong off the draw, getting through there. Jordan Kusterman tries to get this one in deep. But now it's going to be a Eagles power play for the next 55 seconds here. Here's Connor Watson. Now, coming in, Watson going to take this behind the net. Watson tries to tuck that in on Gordon, but Gordon says, no way, sir. I'm going to stop you on that one. Going to be to Connor Watson. Watson now coming in. He's going to go inside-outside move on Daryanka there. Daryanka rubbing Watson out. Gets back to his feet, though. But it's going to be Daryanka. Strong there is going to get it out of the zone, and Watson frustrated. Tried whacking Deryanka on the way back there, but he goes off for a line change now as Watson.
Yeah, he's definitely had a tough go of it today. You know, a great night yesterday, but a little bit snake bitten here today.
And what a chance there by Deegan Wapass, slicing through the Pilot Mound defense there and able to get a shot off, but it went high of the net. 5 minutes remaining in this period. 47-17 the shots for the Buffaloes. Now it's going to be a whistle here on the play. Stopping it up at 4:46 left in the third frame here of action in Pilot Mound, Manitoba, between the Buffaloes and the Eagles. The Buffaloes lead big time in the shot category, 47-17, as well as on the actual scoreboard, 5-1, as you guys are able to see at home.
Yeah, you know, not enough can't be said about Danzero tonight.
Okay.
Not enough has been said about Danzero this afternoon. He's had a very good game today, and yeah, he's been able to make a lot of saves as play continues here.
Now it's going to be in the Eagle zone. And now they're going to get it out. Alex Morden now coming in. Morden going to send that across, and that is not going to be able to find a teammate. Now it's going to be off the iron. Oh! Number 9, Jace Harry there with a cannon of a shot.
Cannon of shot is right. It made the post sing.
There's been a few times this game that the Eagles have found iron, Seth. Just, you know, a game of inches today for them at times in the offensive zone.
Yeah, they've been snake bitten a few times in the offensive zone.
Jade Wendigo try to get through, and it's going to be Jordan Kusterman's taking some time here. It's going to be Wapass with the good forecheck here. Wapass shot, and looked like he tried going glove side there, but guess who was better with the glove was the goaltender, Miles Gordon, covering it up.
Yeah, what a play by Wapass there, though. Able to cause a turnover, strip that puck, and able to go in and take a shot, but Miles Gordon stands tall again and is able to make another save.
And Wapass is just so quick on his first two steps when he's closing in on a player, closing in on a defender. We saw that especially on the first goal.
Oh, yeah, it's like he's shot out of a cannon every single time he gets an opportunity. It takes one or two strides and he's already gone. And some